Your timing is impeccable. I'm on a critical mission for the Mages Guild, and I need assistance. These ruins contain a powerful relic, King Aphren Sword. With all the chaos in this region, the ogres, these cultists, the sword is not safe. You're smarter than you look. Yes, I need to bring King Aphen's sword back to Wayrest. The Supernal Dreamers got here first, but it's actually a good thing. Their meddling awakened the spirits of this place, who killed every last one of them. Right again. Complicating matters further, King Aphen's sword was shattered into 3 parts. Legend says it can only be reforged in King Aphen's tomb. If you're brave enough to find the pieces and get them reforged, there will be a reward. I'm actually jealous, you know. I've always wanted to see the ruins of King Aphen's hold. All the stories I've heard about the sword, the hold, the king himself. I'd go along, but I have no stomach for fighting the spirits of the dead. My research suggests the 3 parts of the sword, the blade, the hilt, and the pommel, can be found in the 3 towers within the hold. Only King Aphen's spirit can reforge the sword. We must take the pieces into the king's tomb. Smart and perceptive. I suppose this could be of use to you. There should be monuments in the ruins. Hold this holy symbol and pray at any of the monuments, and it should summon a fallen hero to fight at your side. Nothing in magic is certain, but necromancy, despite its bad reputation, is generally predictable. At the same time, the dead of Aphren's hold might have more solidarity. Use at your own risk, I suppose. There are books about the subject, you know. We don't have time for a history lesson. To summarize, Aphren was a ruthless merchant king early in the First Era. He conquered many of his neighbors, quite infamous. There are no specific records of what occurred here, only vague references. King Aphren allegedly spent all his time at war. While he was away, his enemies apparently attacked Aphren's hold and killed everyone. The king himself died soon after. King Aphren's sword was sacred. He never let anyone else touch it. We don't know how it was shattered or even if it really has magical properties. It certainly sounds like it's worth studying, though. Honestly, that was a surprise. I was told it was a quiet place. I presume it was the Supernal Dreamers who disturbed the dead. Perhaps because they sought the sword, or perhaps they were only trespassing. Either way, they're all dead.
Why, Father? Why did you abandon us? Why did you let us die? When they came, they took us into the courtyard. I thought you would rescue us. Where were you? That sword. You loved it more than you ever loved me.
These are sacred grounds. My sacred grounds. They are not meant for the living. Are you the one who disturbs our rest? Where did you get those? Those are mine! None may touch those save for me. That blade, that hilt, that pommel. To hold them again. Please, give them to me. You insolent, unworthy whelp! How dare you? Tell me, what do you want? I'll give you anything, just to hold it for one moment. You need me. You need me to restore it. The dead do not lie so easily as the living. Yes, you can trust me. Give it to me, and I'll restore it. Anything just to hold it again. Oh yes. Thank you. It's been so long. I never should have shattered the sword. It was a mistake. Regret. The sword was my favorite possession. My best friend. And with it, I subjugated these lands. But in the process, I left my family unprotected. My sweet little girl was killed. I couldn't live with it. I shattered the blade in my grief. Mira? You saw my Mira? My poor sweet child. I wronged her so. I worried that her spirit would not rest. I wanted to seek her out. I have been unable to enter her tomb, though. I did. Since the day I discovered what had happened, all I wanted was to beg her forgiveness. Even more than I wanted this damn sword. Perhaps now, though, perhaps I can make amends. Perhaps I can show her how sorry I am. You can help me. You can show her. You can tell her how sorry I am. If she sees the sword, she will... Maybe she will understand. Please, I beg you, give my daughter the sword. I cannot force you. Perhaps I don't even deserve an opportunity to make amends. Take it. Whatever you do with it, just take it away from here. My daughter's tomb is just down the corridor. Just please consider it.
I should curse you, mortal, for disturbing our rest, but my spirit has never been at peace. I've walked these ruins for centuries, cursing the king's name. My father in name, but never in action. He left me here to die. Actions speak louder than words. My father was always quick to make promises, but in the end, when it mattered, he was away at war when I needed him most. An apology can't change that. His sword? His most prized possession? His most sacred treasure? He never even let anyone touch it. Is this how he hopes to find redemption? Give it to me. I would like nothing more than to destroy it. Thank you. His connection to the sword is so strong, I can sense his energy. I remember there was a time when I was a little girl and he made me feel safe. I could at least speak to him, I suppose.
I would give it all, Mira. The sword, the keep, the kingdom. All of it for you.
I forgive you, Father.
My sword is again broken, but this time for good, and for good purpose. She has forgiven me. You have healed a wound that was centuries old. Even the greatest empire is a desolate domain without the ones you love. I never learned that lesson in life, but I hope you have. May the Eight be with you, young traveler.